Hello and welcome back to Minecraft. Today we have a video about comparing players' scores in a PvP map scenario. So I want to start off by saying this video requires a basic understanding of command blocks, so for more information on that check out my ultimate guide to command blocks series. Anyway, another thing I should mention is this system requires removing all the players' scores in the process of checking. In elaboration, what this means is it's the sort of thing you'd activate at the end of a PvP match in order to check whose score is the highest. Before this method is used, it's necessary to have a scoreboard for counting the player's points, so make sure you have that set up before you can play in the comments. So let's get on to how the system works. Basically, when activated, it triggers an SR latch which causes a clock to activate. This clock does two things every cycle. The first thing it does is it removes a point from every player with a score greater than or equal to 0, so they stop at -1. Secondly, it tests for there being more than one player with a score greater than 1. This means the comparator will output a signal until the last person has reached a score of 0. So the system relies on the idea that the person who has won was the person who started with the highest score, hence will reach 0 last. And whilst everyone else in the game has a score of -1, the winner will have a score of 0, and can be identified through that. Meanwhile, the SR latch is reset and the system is ready to be used again when the players have any score whatsoever. So it's wise to note that if everybody has a score of 0 at the very beginning when this system is activated, then it will not register properly. So if you want this to work properly, then perhaps you should just add 1 to everybody in the game's score, so that at least there's something to register and it won't affect who's won because it will be distributed evenly. How this works is the command block that tests for there being only one player has a C equals parameter, meaning that it's testing for the number of players in the group. This is what serves as the maximum amount of players detector. Anyway, let's discuss this diagram a bit. The appearances of the phrase FFA are references to the scoreboard in which the players' scores that want to be compared are added to. The idea is that the first command block is part of the clock and is doing the removal of the points. The second command block is connected to the clock as well, and this tests for there being more than one player in the group. Now, what happens is the command block is outputting a signal straight into a redstone torch, so when the last person leaves the group, the comparator turns off and the torch triggers a monostable circuit. Now, at this instant, the winning player will have a score of 0 and wouldn't have had a chance to reach -1 like the rest of the players, so the SR latch is reset and this is the time to tag the winning player in any appropriate way to your scenario. The situation I'm showing here is one where a message is sent to the world saying who won the game. It's pretty easy, you just use a parameter selecting the player with a score of 0 in any situation and it will find the correct player. Basically, to surmise, how this system works is it relies on the fact that the winning player has the most score, and when a point is removed from every player, the last person to reach 0 will be the one with the greatest score to start with. So that's the end of this video. I hope you understand the concept and can use it in your own creations. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, but before I go, I also want to say to my subscribers, thank you for bearing with the irregular and infrequent upload recently. As most of you know, I've had exams and I haven't had much time to make videos, but my last exam was last week and I have some pretty good ideas for the future of this channel. And on that note, I'll see you guys later.